Mickey. So today's Jesus' birthday is December 25th. Is that true?
Wrong. Next question.
When is Jesus' birthday then?
The Bible tells us he was born in the fall. And based upon the evidence that we have, I believe that he was born on Yom Teruah, which is the day that God gave to the Israelites to remember the arrival of the king. He said, blow the shofars. We call it Feast of Trumpets, but no one knows what the feast is or why the trumpets are being blown. But God gives us clues in his word. He says, I want you to remember the day, and I want you to practice blowing your shofars, because there will come a time when you're going to blow those, and it will be to announce to the world that the Messiah has come. The King has come back. He is coming back to the people. Blow the shofars and wake up the sleeping, which is a picture of the resurrection that we see in the New Testament, and get ready. And so, based upon the clues that we have with the book of Luke and the information that we have as far as the birth of John the Baptist, the information that we have as far as Herod the Great and the year that he died, and the lunar eclipse and all the things that we've seen in Scripture and in history, Jesus was born in 3 BC in the fall during the 7th month, the 7th Moedim, which we call Yom Teruah. Most people call that Rosh Hashanah, but that's not what God calls it.
What month is that in the American calendar?
That would be in September. Middle of September, early September, depending on whether the year has a leap month. And so it's like, well, how did it get to the 25th? Well, during the time of the Romans, there were lots of pagan religions. There was Christianity. There was a lot of the Greek mythology stuff, a lot of celebrations, a lot of sun gods, and there are always big celebrations in that time frame related to the heavens, to the planets. And so the emperor, I don't know if it was the emperor or the Caesar, said, listen, we got so many holy high days going on, let's consolidate them. And so they put everything on December 25th, and that includes the people who worship the sun. Most people are familiar with Stonehenge in England. That is a celebration that occurs during the winter solstice. And so he just basically consolidated them and said, if you want to celebrate something, I don't care what religion you are, let's do it on this day and get it over with, because we have too many holidays. Here in America, we have what's called President's Day, President's Birthday. And that is a celebration of the birthdays of George Washington and Abraham Lincoln, instead of having their birthdays separate. So, we've had 45 presidents. If we had a special day for each president, we'd have too many holidays to function. And that's what was going on, is there was lots of worship of the sun, worship of the Greek gods, worship that the Christians wanted to do, worship for the Hanukkah celebrations of the Jewish people. Those were all going on in the Roman Empire. And so we end up with a holiday, and it's kind of a mishmash. We have candles, we have lights that came from the Hanukkah celebration, we have trees that came from the worship of the tree gods that were part of the Ashtaroth. So we have all this big mishmash, and it's all called the holidays now. People try to break it out and make it separate for their particular religion, but there's a lot of crossover, wreaths and bows and lights and candles and special types of food, figgy pudding and all this stuff. They've all been incorporated, and except for the Jewish people who celebrate Hanukkah over an 8-day period, everybody else pretty much gets together that time of the year, because that is the winter solstice, and there are a lot of pagans who worship the sun and the moon on that day.